United have just been beaten 3-2 by Nottingham Forest, leaving them down in 13th place after the 15th game of the season. And although he hasn't been here for a very long time, Ruben Amorim wants to try something new. So he's turned to the Youth Academy, and we have been promoted to Manchester United's senior squad. It's time to make our name for ourselves in the world of football. Welcome, my friends, to the very first episode of our My Player Career Mode. I hope you're all doing fantastic, having an awesome day. Thank you all for all of your support, and thank you as well for taking the time to watch this video. We are back with the My Player Career Mode. I gave a poll to all of you in the community section of the channel as to whether or not we should restart the series or pick up from where we left off. And in the end, you voted for us to restart the series. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and gone from a live start point just after the 15th game of the Premier League season. The most recent game, United, Nottingham Forest. Forest won it by 3-2. The very next Premier League fixture, actually, is a Manchester derby as we face City. And whilst we have been promoted to the senior side here at Manchester United, there's no guarantee we will get game time. But Ruben Amorim and the project he's trying to build, we are now a part of it, at least for the moment. And you have to believe that if we have been promoted to the senior team, we might get some minutes in the squad. Our pro at the minute is 65 overall. We can play as a striker or anywhere kind of across the front three and central attacking midfield, although I believe I did set it up as we were a striker. So for now, we'll see where we feature in Amorim's plans and if we feature at all. But as you can see, no skill points, 65 overall. We are starting our career right here. So let's remind ourselves of how the season has gone so far for United. At the moment, Liverpool top of the Premier League table with a game in hand, 4 points clear of Chelsea, who sit second, and Arsenal in third. We know United are down in 13th, and actually, at this moment in time, 10 points above the relegation zone. As for the FA Cup, Arsenal is the draw that we do have. And the Carabao Cup, quarterfinals, will see us face Spurs. Meanwhile, in the Europa League, unbeaten, but only 2 wins from the first 5 games, and we actually take on Victoria Plzeň next. So work to be done for both myself and the team. Let's get started, shall we? 500 likes on this episode would be amazing. Thank you all for your support. Training-wise, I am going to be doing sometimes, but for the sake of a little bit of realism, I am not going to be training every week. Otherwise, we'll end up in the starting 11 straight away. So for now, we have been told that we are making the substitute bench, but we'll have to see if we do get onto the field of play. First game here, Victoria Plzeň, and we'll find out. We are on to play attacking midfield, actually. 15 minutes to go. It looks like Højlund's opening goal could be enough to win the game, but we've still got to see it out. And here is the moment then. Amad Diallo going off, and we are coming on for our Manchester United debut. Straight out of the Youth Academy onto the big stage. Have we got what it takes? Well, immediately we are into the action and finding the ball through towards Højlund. It's taken us a single minute to have an impact. Although you've got to say, there wasn't much in the way of defending from the home side. And Rasmus Højlund has smashed Manchester United 2-0 in front. Immediate assist, but it wasn't as if we had all that much to do. A huge gap opened up and Højlund couldn't miss. That's brilliant work by Bruno Fernandes to find me as we play it to Højlund. Offside flag remains down. Saved by the goalkeeper. He's on a hat-trick, Rasmus. And he's still got 10 minutes or so to find it. Fernandes with a corner. Aimed towards the middle. De Ligt gets his head to it. It's back though with Bruno Fernandes. Now Lenny Yoro. Blocked by Markovic. De Ligt fires it back in. And it's a quick save again. 2 outstanding pieces of goalkeeping from the home side's number 16. You can see De Ligt fires it back in, although it wasn't completely in the corner from Matthijs De Ligt. So Fernandes stands over yet another United corner. This time aimed it a little bit closer. Still nothing coming of it though. Bruno Fernandes towards myself on the edge of the penalty area. And now we play Martinez. Fired into Højlund. Look for the first time shot. Blocked by Kopic. Away it goes. There to be won. Vidra does do that. And the ball is now with Kalvac, who can look ahead. And as he looks ahead, United has seemingly closed down the passing options. But it's still with the home side. Vidra on the turn. Kalvac with the efforts. Onana had to be alert. I think the match rating here has been fairly generous to us. 9.3 apparently is what we're currently playing at. And that will do us the world of good in terms of our manager rating. Here is Anthony. Now Fernandes to Rashford as we hold it and keep hold of possession. Now we'll play Mount. Mount towards Fernandes again. Fernandes picks me out. Why not have a go? Well, it was straight to the goalkeeper. But at full time, it is a winning start to our time as a Manchester United player. We joined the game already 1-0 up, but we had an impact, setting up the second for Rasmus Højlund. And there is the post about our first performance. He's only just graduated from the youth team, but Wood put in his first performance. We've not seen much of him in first team action, but we can expect a lot more. And we have done enough to be named on the bench here against City. What is the score at the Etihad? Let's find out and let's see if we are going to make it onto the field of play. At the moment, it is 0-0. Same change made. We're on for Ahmad with 15 minutes to play. It could be a fairy tale start if we can impact this game to win the Manchester derby. There is a City corner though as Silva goes short. Quick 1-2 as Grealish and Silva combine. Dalot heads away. Can we get to that loose ball? Walker sends it back in for Ruben Dias. That's a lovely ball through to Haaland, who's hit the woodwork. Dalot gets his head to that ball though, and Rashford will launch it clear. Erling Haaland very nearly giving City the lead. United are set in their defensive formation, but City, there's no real urgency to want to go forward. It's almost as if they're happy at 0-0. The ball now does go forward to Haaland. It's given away though. Now Casemiro finds my feet. Single minute of added time. Is there one final chance in this for Manchester United? It's Bruno Fernandes towards Mason Mount. Mount picks out Anthony. Anthony into Mount again. Now to Højlund. Rasmus Højlund. That would have been offside. The ball is with Anthony and that is full time. We weren't able to really get much of the ball whatsoever in the 15 minutes we got. That's understandable. City dominating possession. Went close when we joined the game through Erling Haaland, but the score remains 0-0 in the Manchester derby. The Carabao Cup quarter-final. Chance at a trophy maybe if we can advance past Spurs, as Ahmad has given us the lead. 12 minutes to go. Anthony. Fernandes. That's nice. Bruno's ball. We are looking ahead into the penalty area. Not seeing too much going on in there, so we'll play Gore. Gore tried to find the pass to the feet of Rasmus. That's poor by Spurs. It's Mount now to take back over. Gore once more to Rasmus. As he's tried to play it towards myself, we have now come away with possession. Could we maybe get an overlap down the left-hand side here from Garnacho? Quick one back inside from Alejandro Garnacho! The space was there to shoot, and possibly we should have looked to square it. But I saw the chance, and I thought I had to take it. Werner now for Spurs. Finding Son. Back to Timo Werner. Will look even more silly now if Spurs do equalise. Werner's cross goes in. Martinez heads away, but only as far as Sarr. Sarr. Closed down by Fernandes. Kulusevski to Son. That is a delightful touch by Heung-min Son. I'm not even sure, actually, whether or not that was a nutmeg. But as I say, there is the equaliser for Spurs. Should I have passed to Højlund? Was it on? You could argue that's naivety. It was a nutmeg as well on Lisandro Martinez. Delightful from Son. And Spurs' skipper draws them level in this quarter-final of the Carabao Cup. Nothing Onana could do about that. Full-time whistle goes here. Spurs 1, Manchester United 1. That is the end of 90 minutes. We'll see what penalties brings. And it turns out we are taking the 5th penalty should we get there. So Fernandes is taken first, then Rashford, then Højlund, then Mount, and then it's us. Although the game won't let me advance. I'm pressing the button and nothing is happening. So for whatever reason, the game wouldn't let me advance before. So I've had to replay the game, get back to the penalties, and you can see our lineup's a little bit different this time. No Rashford on the pitch to take one. So we've been moved up to taking number 4, and I still can't advance. So it looks like I'm just going to have to sim the game and see what happens, basically, because, yeah, I can't advance for whatever reason. It's not letting me. I've tried it twice, and nothing's happening. So we are going to jump straight to the result here and see what the outcome is. It ended up going to penalties anyway, in which it finished 5-3, and apparently we missed ours as well. That's not ideal. And we've only just made the bench for the visit of Bournemouth. So close to not being in the team. And again, we join the game in front. Once more for Ahmad. Semenyo back here for Arujo. Arujo goes inside to Tavernier. Tavernier once more to Christie. Christie back for Semenyo. He's trying to hold off the challenge of Maguire. He has done so. And Evan Nilsson will turn and shoot at goal. Onana saves with ease. Amorim does play this kind of 3-4-3 system. And we are actually attacking midfielders, not wingers in this system. But unless our wing-backs get forwards, we do have to provide a bit of width. Here is Rasmus Højlund. Now then, that will be offside against me, I believe. Probably should still chase the ball, and there you go. We are offside. We're being given minutes, but we need to do more to impress the boss to start a game. And at the moment, the only contribution we've really had was that in the Europa League game, where we set up the second for Rasmus. Bournemouth free kick, sent in. De Ligt wins his header. Kluivert, now to Christie. To Sinistera. Left-hand side, Bournemouth. Evan Nilsson! Good save, Onana. Came at him quick, and he got down well to make the save. Bournemouth have been asking questions of United, but at the moment, United are seeing out this 1-0 victory as we're trying to put pressure on and win back possession. Rashford will now do that. Eriksson, Agate, Eriksson again into Rasmus, and that is full time. United 1, Bournemouth 0. Didn't make an impact. We're just going to have to keep grinding out a performance or impress in training. And unfortunately, we haven't done enough to keep our spot on the bench. We're not in the match squad as Manchester United face Wolves away at Molineux. And the result, oh my, is a footballing lesson for Manchester United. Strand Larsen with a hat-trick as Wolves dismantle Amorim's United 4-1. Back in the matchday squad, though, for the visit of Newcastle, where there seems to be a theme. We're on for Ahmad, and we're 1-0 up. Matthijs de Ligt gets the ball towards myself, controlled here. Headed back for Casemiro, and now it's Fernandes. Fernandes can play it out wide. He has done so, as we're into the area of Newcastle, are we? Rasmus Højlund waits. I tried to find him, only in the end, though, found Dan Burn. Concedes the corner. United have a chance for a second. Fernandes delivers towards De Ligt, who gets there, but he's frustrated with himself, and rightfully so. He didn't hit the target with his header. Rashford, and now Eriksson, turning the whole pitch ahead of him, finds Fernandes. We've got just the single minute to go here, and United are holding on to this 1-0 victory. Casemiro turning, playing Fernandes. I'm trying to remain here. An option for Bruno Fernandes as we look into the penalty area, get towards the byline. Try and cut it back. Dan Burn, he's just stood in the way, though, again. We have fought for the possession back, though, and we'll find Fernandes. Fernandes. Eriksson. Eriksson. Right-footed cross goes in. Looking for Rashford! His header is good. Pope is equal to it, though. And that has helped our rating out a whole lot, that cross. As Anthony Gordon will head this one away. Only as far as myself. Chance to put it back into the mixer again. Another cross goes in. It's Joe Linton away this time. Almirian on the ball, and that should be that. As Newcastle are beaten. United back to winning ways following the dismantling that Wolves gave us in that 4-1 victory. We've just got to keep training. I want to start a game. And with the transfer window open, there is talks that a loan deal might be on the cards for us. And there has been a boost to our overall. We spent a few skill points. We're up to 66 overall now. We only put points into pace for the moment. Whilst we wait to see what happens in January in the way of a potential loan move, we've got Liverpool, who are top of the Premier League. We're actually on to play up front, so that's different. No longer a central attacking midfielder. McAllister has been sent off. Liverpool down to 10 men. 6 minutes to play. Luis Diaz for Liverpool. And now Jota. Diogo Jota to Elliott. Elliott, central. Nice ball to Mohamed Salah, who will surely fire Liverpool in front and quite possibly have won the game for them here at Anfield. Brilliant work from Harvey Elliott. And if there's anyone on this pitch that you want that ball to fall to, it's that man. Mohamed Salah. Liverpool lead. Who's meant to be picking him up? I don't even know. Think it's Luke Shaw. Lets him go. Salah on his right foot actually rifles the ball past Onana. And at this moment in time, with 3 minutes to go, I don't think there's long enough for us to do anything about it. Elliott to Jota. Diogo Jota finding Salah. Got to close these players down quicker at the moment. Liverpool could go 2-0 up here. It's Diogo Jota. Onana saves. We've got about a minute plus injury time to go here. Looking at the clock, thinking if we can get a chance to maybe, just maybe, rescue a point here. Fernandes. Ahmad. It is Ahmad for United. Finds my feet. The touch as we're trying to open up a bit of space. It's Amad Diallo again. Diallo. Offside flag remains down. And somehow the ball trickles into Liverpool's goal. And we have rescued. It looks like a point for United. We celebrate in front of the Liverpool fans who don't look too pleased. Onana's going crazy. Back in the United goal. It didn't have a lot of pace or power on it at all, but it's the composure as we control Ahmad's pass and just get something on the ball to push it past Alisson and into the empty Liverpool goal. I thought he got a touch, but he doesn't. It actually kind of just bounces off the turf. And you can see there's a couple of Liverpool players, who are actually asking the question of offside, but it's not given. And United are level in the 90th minute. Salah thought he'd won it for Liverpool. And in the end, we've seen a chaotic ending. It's my first Manchester United goal. And I'm sure there'll be plenty more to come in our career. Does that mean we might well start the next game? 8.3 match rating here. Diogo Jota, do not throw this away now. It's Luis Diaz, it's wide. 8 seconds of time to go. As soon as Onana kicks this ball long, that will be full time. And my friends, we are off the mark as a Manchester United player. That is amazing to see. Player of the match against Liverpool. Let's have a look at that. That is incredible. First goal. Is it enough to start our first game? Well, it's the FA Cup next against Arsenal. So we'll have to wait and see after a bit of training. So let's advance today's forwards and find out. Not quite to be able to start this game, but we're getting close. For the final game of today, it's Arsenal in the FA Cup, round 3. Again, we make an appearance off the bench, but this time, we are behind. Also, United have signed Kante. He's back in the Premier League. Here is Rice, back for Saliba. 10 minutes of time to play. Arsenal controlling the game. United haven't really had much of the ball to find a way back into this. It's Martinelli, it's Ødegaard, and it's Onana to tip it round his post. Mount, Eriksen, back for Mason Mount. Rashford's ahead of him. Mount didn't play the pass though. Rashford's run not used. Mount again, into the feet of Shaw. Forwards towards Eriksen. Christian Eriksen, Mason Mount. Mount to myself, trying to play it to Højlund, who actually went to run in behind, and I thought I could play it to his feet. There's a breakdown in communication there between the two of us. Conceding possession for United. Arsenal have to be so calm on this, and they usually are, and that is the outcome. Minute of added time. We've got to win that header. We have won it. Second one. Third one. Eriksen towards myself. Ødegaard back to win it. I turned straight into danger, and Arsenal are through in the FA Cup. United are out of both the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup now. The only trophy really to fight for the rest of this season is the Europa League. And then I suppose the rest of the season is about salvaging a Premier League European spot more than anything. But as a first episode, are we happy with how we've got on since being promoted from the youth academy? It's always going to be tough for any youth player coming into the senior team, especially with the struggles that Manchester United are experiencing this season. But I feel like we've done okay so far. 7 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. That goal, of course, being the equaliser late on at Anfield. The assist in our very first appearance for Rasmus Højlund as he put us 2-0 up in the Europa League game we had. According to this, our form is good. We await to see what happens in the rest of the January transfer window. We might well be out on loan from next episode. For now, though, we're here. We're here to play for Manchester United, and we will give our best to try and help improve the results that we are experiencing. Although, having said that, have we won 4, 5 games today? Let's quickly look at our calendar and find out. Our first game was that Europa League game, the 2-0 win. Following that, the 0-0 draw to City, 1-0 against Bournemouth, 1-0 against Newcastle. We didn't play against Wolves in that 4-1 defeat. We ended up being knocked out on penalties against Spurs. 1-1 draw with Liverpool, and then the 1-0 defeat to Arsenal. So actually, we've only lost 1 game in the league since we've been promoted. And as we go today, United are up into 10th. 18 games to go in the Premier League. If we scroll up to the top where Liverpool sit, you can't actually see United in the top half of the table in this crop of teams currently. But we are slowly creeping back up to the top 6. Right now, 2 points off of 7th place Bournemouth. And our aim will be to try and rescue European football for next season through the Premier League. We haven't got anything to fight for in the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup. But as for the Europa League, we are still in that with a chance of winning it. We're up to 6th at the moment. And as I scroll up, you'll see Lazio and Bilbao joint top of the Europa League standings. For now, though, my friends, that is the end of today's episode. A massive thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be greatly appreciated. 500 likes would be amazing. I'll see you all back here for the second episode of our My Player journey very soon. Until then, stay safe, have a great day, have a great evening, and I'll catch you all again. Adios!